Welcome to Founders Feature, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Zach Young, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we're joined by Milena, a dynamic digital marketing and growth specialist who drives business expansion through web development, targeted advertising, and innovative online strategies. With a background in international business from Lake Superior State University and hands-on expertise across global markets, Milena empowers entrepreneurs with scalable digital solutions and entrepreneurial insights. Her work blends creativity and data-driven tactics to fuel sustainable growth for ambitious ventures. Milena, a very, very warm welcome to Founders Feature.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy. I get to share, with you and whoever is going to listen to this podcast. So let's jump on it.
Absolutely. It's going to be a tremendous episode. Before we jump in, I do like to start with your background, though. So before what you're doing now, could you walk us through what were you doing previously and what was really your inspiration to get into this space?
All right. So before I started Denta, I'm going to tell you all about how we switched names and what happened. But before we started Denta, I was actually living in the US, and there was a lot of bureaucracy for landing my first job as a digital marketer. And I actually applied for more than 100 jobs, and I got to the last steps of interviews sometimes, and I got rejected just simply because visa issues. And so I had to come back to Argentina, and I was like, okay, so what do I do now? I want to start something for myself, but what is it, So I started looking into it. I had to adjust to my own culture. It's funny to say that, but it actually was a big deal for me. It's been 2 years already. And so that's how I started Mindful Evolve back then. I worked for Mindful Evolve, and then we were, structuring growth marketing strategies for different brands, especially fashion. And then I started working with my sister. She's a graphic designer, and we complemented perfectly. And she's all about the branding part, right? She specializes on branding, and I'm the marketer, so we would complement our work pretty well. And I actually came up with the name of Mindful Evolve then, but we reached to a point that we didn't really connect with our own brand identity and what we were offering in our services. So that's really when I say that the real journey began, because we had to look back to our proposal and even to our business structure that we've had for 2 years. And back then we were already managing about 15 clients and about 10 projects apart from those 15 clients. And growth was really quick, but it was a big, a learning experience because we were newbies. I mean, I hate to admit it. It's an entrepreneurial journey as part of it. So we had to change things all around, and that's when Identa came up, right? I don't know if you looked at any of Identa's universe. That's what we call it.
Okay.
And so what inspired me was the need of guiding, right, and helping my clients through their brand identity as the base for starting a growth path, right? And that's how it all started.
Quite the journey.
Yeah.
Right, the journey. Like you said, it's the entrepreneurial journey. It's not a straight line, right? It's bumpy. There's ups, there's downs, but hey,
Absolutely.
we signed up for it at the end of the day, right?
Oh my God. I mean, I absolutely had those days when I woke up at six. My alarm goes off at 6:15 every morning, and I had those days that I was like, I want to quit. I'm getting on LinkedIn. I'm landing a new job. I don't care. I'm quitting.
Yeah,
But I didn't. Here I am. So
very good. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing.
absolutely.
Love it. Love it. Well, I'd love to dive into the present day. The
Mhm.
business has gone through a few different iterations, some different names. Could you walk us through what does working with you guys look like today? Who are you working with? Everything like that.
Okay. So what we're working on, again, we're focusing on the brand identity part of marketing growth, right? We believe that there is no growth if you don't know who you are or where you're going. And we look at the brand ecosystem the same way.
Mm.
We work with entrepreneurs as well, people that are just starting their brand, and also with consolidated, sorry, brands. And we have structured a business proposal that caters that, along with digital presence, right? We have, structured the proposal around identity itself for communicating brand value rather than, let's say, having their Instagram as, for just posting products and services. We don't care about that. We care about increasing companies' value through, community, through human things. And then it's incredible because we do get better results, better numbers, better insights on everything when it becomes more human, when we work from the brand identity, the brand values, and turn it into connected with their ideal customers, right? Through
Mm.
communication. So that's what we do today, and we use several platforms. I mean, we use TikTok, mostly TikTok and Meta platforms. We love the organic way, right? We also do paid media because it is absolutely complementary with organic, but we like managing it 60/40, like I always tell to my customers. I mean, and that, yeah,
Mm. Well, and I'm curious, 60/40 organic to paid or paid to organic?
organic to paid.
Organic to paid. Got it. Milena, I'm going to hit pause right here. Is your microphone in front of you?
It's what?
Your microphone. It just seems like you're a little far from the microphone.
Oh, let me see.
I just want to
Maybe.
make sure that the audio will be good.
Mm-hmm. Is that better?
Oh, that's a lot better.
There we go. Yeah, I had the
Perfect.
wrong microphone connected.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I was like, I don't know if I want to say something or not.
Thanks for telling me that.
Let me ask you this. Do you mind, since you blocked off an hour, do you mind if we start over?
Let's start over, yeah.
Okay, that
Sure.
audio, it's much crisper. I think it'll lead to a better episode. Let me just send one quick email. Give me 1 second. I had just a little thing at 4:30, but I can move it, but I just need to send a quick email. Give me one more minute. I appreciate your patience here.
No worries. I appreciate your patience with my microphone issues.
Yeah, to be honest, I should have said something earlier, but I was like, let's see. But I was like, I feel like once once you go to edit it and then like listen to it on a different platform, like the
Oh my
audio
God.
gets even tougher.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, the episode may not even be usable.
Whoever
So
edits the audio,
yeah.
oh my God, it's gonna be wondering.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Got that taken care of. Perfect. Okay. Okay. The intro was good. We can leave the intro.
Perfect. The first question then.
Okay. First question. Let's see. What is my first question? That's a good question. Okay. All right. Lena, great to have you here. Going to be a great episode today. Before we dive in, I do like to start with your background though. So before what you're doing today, could you walk us through what were you doing previously and what was really your inspiration to get into this space?
Mm-hmm. It was a long journey until I got to this point, honestly. It was a roller coaster. It all started about 8 years ago. I moved to the US, right? I was living in the US throughout 7 years. And when I graduated, I applied for more than 100 jobs, where in many of the interviews I reached to the last step, and I was rejected for all the bureaucracy there is for landing a job as an immigrant. And I had no options but coming back to Argentina, and that inspired me then, coming back to Argentina. And 7 years after, you feel like you don't belong in your own culture, but then you don't belong in the culture you were before. And I was like, okay, what do I do now? I was rejected in so many job positions. I was devastated and motivated. And that's how Mindful Evolve came up. Actually, the branding itself for Mindful Evolve takes me back to my emotional journey then. So that's really what inspired me to
Mm.
start my agency.
Yeah, no, you didn't really have any other options, right? You had to take life into your own hands.
Exactly.
Mm.
And so I was like, why not? Let's dive into the entrepreneurial journey, see where it takes me. And like I said, it's been a roller coaster. I had to start again many times. You know, you feel like a newbie. You learn things every day. It actually, even if you're on a growth path, it feels like you're starting again every day, right? You have to wake up with a fresh mindset, and be open to learning experiences every day,
Mm.
something new.
Hmm.
And that actually inspires me as well, to keep on going.
Yeah, we're always evolving. We're always getting better, especially as entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Especially as entrepreneurs. It gets rocky at times, right? Sometimes you just want to throw in the towel and go get a corporate job, but we keep coming back to it for some reason.
Absolutely. Then I remember, how flexible my life can be being an entrepreneur, and I love it. I love it.
Mm.
So I,
Absolutely.
I wouldn't I wouldn't give up.
No,
Even
keep
if some
going.
days I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do?
Well, I'm glad you've kept going, and I'd love to dive into the present. Could
Hmm.
you walk us through the work you're doing today? How you structure your work with your clients, who are your typical clients, everything like that.
Hmm. So after Mindful Evolve ran through 2 years, my sister and I started to get together. Sorry, decided to get together. She's a graphic designer, and we complemented really well from the branding point of view of what I was doing with Mindful Evolve. And that's how Denta came up. That's the name the e-marketing and growth agency has now. And what we do, we help businesses and I mean brands on first stages, and also consolidated brands to communicate on different platforms from their brand values and brand identity. We put our focus on we're being big on brand identity, brand value, and how brands connect to people with people through their brand identity. And
Mm.
so we offer different services with different options, all revolving around communicating on social media particularly.
Mm. Love it. Love it. In this world of AI that we live in now, connection, human connection, it's like the most important thing, right? People, they're not necessarily buying from companies these days. They're buying from people and or the people at these companies that they feel aligned with. So
Absolutely.
I absolutely love the work you're doing. So when it comes to these brands, building that connection with their audience, how do you guys go about forming that relationship?
hmm So, what we explain to our clients on this first stage of brand identity is that if you look at I call it the value triangle, and then at the top you have brand value, right? Human value, and then the monetary value. And that's how we create communication tactics around that triangle, right? Of course, I mean, human connection is really important, but at the same way, you cannot hold no, it's not hold the word, what's the word? A commercial structure cannot subsist, right, without the monetary value. So all three have to be there, but it has to be balanced. So we put emphasis on that triangle, and we create communication or marketing campaigns, right, especially for fashion brands, I would say, and retailing stores around the three types of values.
Hmm. Love that. Love that. And, whether these are big brands, small brands, I'm curious, is it important to get kind of the founders, the CEOs of these companies in the content so that the customers really know who they're buying from? Is that a part of the process?
It is.
Hmm.
It absolutely is. I mean, we also do a lot of project management because I mean, we have to coordinate many things for, let's say, a TikTok video or a reel even to come out. Let's say we have a schedule on our calendar for the CEO to be present and the CEO to be talking. And yes, we put a lot of emphasis on the human value the brand has internally, right? The employees, the CEOs, etc., and externally as well, their customers, right? Who are their customers? We want their community to know their customers as well on these communications, right? So yes, when I say human emphasis, I mean, the brand internally and also the relationship the brand has with their customers.
Yes. Very important. And are there specific platforms you're utilizing mostly when it comes to social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anything like
Absolutely.
that?
We use Meta platforms and TikTok. hmm
Meta and TikTok. Okay. If you had to pick only one, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, which one would it be and why?
Good question. I would pick Instagram. You know, there is, I think it's a cultural thing. This is something that I would say wasn't, I wouldn't, it was a challenge. I wouldn't say an issue. It was a challenge when I moved to Argentina. People here see Instagram specifically very different from what it is in the US, let's say. Okay. So people here, I realize people are brands here use Instagram mostly for selling, right? Selling, I mean product selling, product and service selling. And so I love Instagram because it's really nice seeing the data insights change when you take brand value and transform it into brand communication, and the community goes crazy. And And you can really manage that on Instagram. And I feel TikTok, the algorithm, it is human like as well, but it's a little bit more random how you go viral and stuff, right?
Mm.
We look at it as, from the micro to the macro. So let's say we get a brand that has 50K as followers, right? And then they're having interactions for like, they post a reel and the views are 2K. Then we look at that number and we try to, how do we increase it? Okay, how do we increase it? Putting emphasis on the brand value, and it's really nice to see it. Like before we come in, there are all these videos posts about selling with no interaction whatsoever, and we like to calculate brand value with those insights because there's a tremendous change and on Instagram particularly. So I love it. And
Yeah, I
there are also
agree.
many functions as well.
Yeah. Instagram, I would have picked Instagram as well. It's just TikTok. TikTok just got that negative stigma, you
Right,
know? Oh, it's just, too much doom scrolling. Too much
exactly.
just I can't look at something for more than 5 seconds. That's an issue.
Exactly. Just a short span of attention. Very
Yeah.
short. In Instagram as well, right? I mean, you have the real stuff, but it's also a tactic, right? How you manage to get a that attention span for at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's tough to do. That's like some company's main job is how to hold attention for more than 5 seconds.
Exactly. I mean,
Funny world
that's
we live in.
we also look at it, and of course, we related it for brand value. I mean, if you posted 10 reels in the last 15 days, and the attention goes for just the first 3 seconds, I mean, there's no brand value whatsoever. Nobody cares.
Yeah, true. Or like you just have to have such a crazy hook, or some just has to slap you in the face 2 seconds in, or else people are clicking off. That's just the way it
Absolutely,
is. Oh
absolutely. I
man.
mean, you get many people clicking off, but you also get a lot of people that stay.
Yeah.
And we like to look at it as a funnel as well on social media, where you increase, and it is a big change when you turn it into human, and then there is way more interaction, people caring about the brand from
Yeah.
all their perspective,
Mm.
which turns out selling because they remember, right? They associate with a positive emotion and the brand. So then it makes it easier.
Yeah, that's the key right there. Absolutely. Look into the back end of the business for a second. How are these brands, these companies currently finding you guys to work with you?
So we do a lot of through LinkedIn.
Mm.
We also use Behance, the Adobe platform. And we also reach out through Instagram.
Gotcha. Okay, so some
And
cold
we
on
do a lot of
Instagram.
interaction, we do a lot of commenting on social media. Yes.
Nice. Nice. I'm very curious about LinkedIn. I have a lot of
Mhm.
people on the show. LinkedIn, man, people either hate it or they love it. Right. So let's walk me through the strategy on LinkedIn on getting clients.
So I actually made a list. We're starting new things. So I would say this is the first time. It started about 3 months ago that we sat down and we made a strategy for selling, right? Up to that point, we had mostly referred clients, which is really good, but you get to a point that you're like, okay, I mean, you need a selling strategy. So what I did was, considering cultural things as well, where I am now, I was like, I'm gonna start close, right? On demographically talking, micro to macro, right? And then I made a list. and I started researching on LinkedIn their marketing directors for the companies I had on the list. And then once I connected, I started, chatting with them, and I got to book a call with some of them. And that's how I did it. I mean, we did a calendar, we had a link, that was it. 30 to 45-minute call, and try to close it.
Yeah, I love it. So cold, straight into the DMs on LinkedIn,
Yes.
couple back and forth, book a
And of
call.
course, I mean, that first message, second message, okay? Because the first message is an introduction, but the second message is more about, investigating, right?
Mhm.
All the digital outlets, channels that the company has right now, and some challenges that they're facing, and
Hmm.
just make that a pain point.
Gotcha. Okay. I
First,
mean, we all have something to sell, right? Whenever we get a DM on LinkedIn, we know people are generally trying to sell us something, right? So,
exactly.
and there's obviously a right way and a wrong way to go about that, right? So your way is, hey, I'm going to do some research in this company, and I'm essentially going to figure out, hey, what is their pain here, and I'm going to show them how I can solve it right off the bat. Am I right there?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And on the first message, I do an introduction for myself and also for Denta. We share a portfolio as well. Some of them read it. I go into the views inside for the portfolio. Some of them don't. So I really want them to first look at who Identa is, right? What we do. So they can, you know, ask themselves when I look into the challenges they're facing a different way, right? They know already who Identa is. If they don't look at the portfolio, then I'm not really interested for them to book a call either, right? Because I'm gonna have double work.
True. True. Yeah, I mean, you need them to do that pre-call homework. It's very important.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. So you're working with your sister. Very cool. I think you might be the first person I talked to who works with their sister. Do you guys have anybody else working with you?
So when we were Mindful Evolve, we had 7 people. We had pay media, well, media buyer,
Mhm.
they call it as well. We had 2 CMs, and then we had a filmmaker and a person that would edit stories and another graphic designer. But again, that was part of the roller coaster where I sat down and I was like, no, like, something is wrong about this structure. Like I was telling you before, it was a rookie's mistake. And that's when I was like, yeah, I mean, we do need a selling structure. We do need, a better proposal. We do need to structure things differently so we can project today and the future, right?
Mm.
1 year, 3 years, 5 years. So today we're just my sister and I, and restarting things differently from what we've
Gotcha.
learned.
Got it. Okay. So kind of starting from scratch again and then slowly building up. Are you wanting to get back to that place where you had employees, or are you guys kind of just trying to keep it you guys together?
I'm trying to be as big as we can. I mean, I can see myself on a, glass cube. I have no limit, I don't like
Nice.
limiting myself. I have a plan, right? I like projecting, but if something bigger comes my way, I'm gonna take it.
Hmm. She's shooting for the stars.
Exactly.
I love it. No better way to go about it. Some people are like, oh, I'd rather stay where I am. And it's like, well, if you're not growing, what are you doing? You're dying.
Absolutely.
You're dying.
Even, I mean, I would say if you're not uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
I find such a big motivation being uncomfortable, constantly uncomfortable. That's when I learn the most.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, just being uncomfortable.
Yeah, lead into it.
Just
It's,
uncomfortable.
yeah, as
Get
kids,
used
we're
to
like,
it.
yeah, run away from the uncomfort, discomfortable feelings, but if you can lean into it, embrace it and challenge it, yeah,
Exactly.
you can shoot for the
But
stars.
also, important to structure. I put a big emphasis on that as well. Structuring processes, automating processes as well, and projecting, right? There's no way we can project without automating and structuring. Like
Hmm.
one thing leads to another. And I see many entrepreneurs, I also another one of my goals on this projecting plan that we have is going to events that allow me to network, right?
Hmm.
That allow me to get past these rookies mistakes I made before, and surrounding myself with other people that have already made that mistake and have taken it on a different perspective that I had, and learn from that. And I mean, you have to, there's no other way around, but you also have to be open on that plan that you have to take on whatever comes your way, because
Hmm.
you wake up tomorrow and something comes up that was totally out of your plan, and you're like, okay, do I freeze or do I keep going?
I love the mindset. It's a great mindset to have.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know, we're shooting for the stars here. Let's say for 2026. Are there
Mhm.
any certain goals you've set for yourself in the business you're looking to achieve?
Yes, especially Identa itself. I mean, we are structuring and the brand itself, the communication for Identa. So one of our goals is reaching 50K followers on Instagram with our strategy plan on 2026. We're on 36K, I think, right now.
Nice.
And yes, managing at least 20 projects at the same time, all at once. And yes, we also have adding other people, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. But we have a structured proposal in a way that it allows us to take care of the beginning and the end of it. So all the middle part we hire, okay? It allows us to hire freelancers, community managers, filmmakers, etc. So three big goals, I would say: growing our Instagram account, adding value to our brand, increasing our clients' portfolio, and the inner structure of people that or of our team, our team.
Yeah. Growth coming everywhere. I love it. It's going to be a great 2026. That's for sure.
I'm sure you gotta trust.
Yeah, it's going to
You
happen.
trust.
It's going to happen. I love it. That's the entrepreneurial mindset right there. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Milena, such a pleasure having you on the show. Where can the listeners find you? Where can they connect with you guys online?
Where?
Yeah, where on social media or your guys' website can
Okay.
they find
Yes,
you?
I actually give you my personal social media. You can find me there. I post a lot of stories, sometimes in Spanish, sometimes in English, because I get both audiences. But Identa, you can find it as Somos Identa, which Somos means we are Identa.
Got it.
SOMOS on Instagram. There,
Perfect.
there you can find a link tree with our portfolio, etc.
Perfect. You guys have a website as well, or is Instagram the best spot?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
another goal.
Yes.
We're building it.
Add it
Yes.
to the list. Love it. Well, it is such a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time
you,
today.
Zach. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And that
Bye.
will wrap up another inspiring episode of the Founders Feature. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go and connect with Milena and the business on Instagram. All of her links will be in the show notes and description down below. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and you're looking to scale your business, and you really want to enhance your sales and marketing efforts, Visit closers.io to hop on a call with our team and discover how we went from 0 to 30 million per year in less than 3 years. Until then, keep on climbing.